everyone, it's Rambling Hour with Lisa, season 10, episode 8. Sorry, forgot where we were. So, as Melody requested last week, I will talk about nothing for a few minutes to give people a chance that are watching live to tune in, and then we'll get talking about what's going on, what you guys have been up to in the last week, and what is new. So in the meantime, here they call it Wally. In North America we call it Waldo, so you guys can just be like, where's Waldo? I know it's the striped hat, right? Is it a striped hat and a plain shirt, or is it a striped shirt and a striped hat? Anyways, my other spectacles, as you guys know, the ones got, my expensive ones were in my bag in Italy when they got stolen, and these one, and then my other ones have one of the arms broken off, so I've been using one-armed glasses like this all week. My headphones would keep it on actually pretty well, but just got these new 3-pound ones today from the factory shop. So not bad. 3.0 for reading, and yeah, they're really cute. So what else? So today is Steve's mom's birthday, so we went to see her and her husband Chris, and had a nice lovely visit with them. So happy birthday to my mother-in-law Trisha, who I wish lived closer, because me and her, I've said that to Steve too, like, not only is she my mother-in-law, but her and I get along so well that there's only certain people that I would like to be around to share my energy with and stuff, where we can just talk for hours, and Trisha's one of them. I just love her energy and love being around her. So and Chris is great too, my one of my father-in-laws, Steve's stepdad. So we did that. It's also Lily's birthday. That's my stepdaughter Amy, her half sister on her mom, through her mom. So Lily's birthday is today. She's 18. Happy birthday to Lily. And my sister-in-law and her husband, it's their, I think, 35th wedding anniversary today. Not only that, Amy and James, my stepdaughter and her husband, it is Amy and James's first wedding anniversary today. So happy anniversary to both couples. And you can't see it, but there, oh, I can just grab it. There's a wedding picture right here. This is a lovely book that my father-in-law Pierce made. One for Amy and James and one for us. And it's got the wedding photos in it from Amy and James's wedding. Let me come closer and smile and get that ring off of it. Yeah, so it's their first 1-year wedding anniversary for them. So happy anniversary to them. There's also, this is the frame that I got from when me and Steve were in Italy. Hard to get a picture of it. So I added a photo to it as well. So there's lots going on over here with photos and stuff. How is everyone? How's your week been? What's new with you? It is a bit of an Easter theme this week because it is April 2nd and next week is April 9th. So next weekend is Easter. So besides the fact that it'll be Easter Sunday next week, this is my Easter live. So Melody says, been sick all week. That is horrible. Actually, I read that on your post. Melody took holidays, I believe, and she was supposed to go away. And just when she was supposed to go away, she got the flu. So instead of being on a nice holiday, she's been on a holiday in bed sick. So that's very unfortunate, especially when you only get so many holidays in a year. So I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so me and Steve went to the garden center today to get Mom a rose for her birthday, and we got one that was called Mum in a Million, M-U-M, Mum in a Million. It's a pink rose, it's very pretty. But while we were there, I had some gift cards that I wanted to spend from Jackie, Steve's business partner for feathers. Every year Jackie and her husband Steve give me like a 20-pound gift card for a garden center, and I have had him for 2 years, which is what I did the years before that too. I saved them up till I had 40 pounds, and I bought a nice white birch tree that's out front. So this year, with the 40 pounds from the last 2 years, I spent them today, and at first I was just thinking like here, this there, then, you know, like just like some clearance plants and everything else. And then I remembered, Lisa, this is your birthday gift. Like, make it matter. Make it something that's like special that you wouldn't necessarily spend money on normally, because this is a gift. So I got 2 new houseplants, and let me move my drink. I will try my hardest to keep these alive. This is a I don't know how to pronounce things. Calathea. Sounds like I'm Spanish. Calathea, like gracias. So this is a nice calathea, and it's like really, like, you can't really see it on there, but the leaves just look like a dark velvet. Like, they look like velvet. It's so pretty. Let me do a nice little, and you can see the underleaf is purple. So this is gorgeous, and like, this is what it looks like, nice and fresh from the garden center. Let's hope that it'll look like this and even better for years to come. I'm really making an effort with my houseplants, and I don't want to buy too many new ones because I want to love the ones I have and nurture them and take care of them. And this one, give me 1 second. I threw the tag for it in the bag, but I want to tell you what it is, because guess what? I don't know what it is because I've not had one before. Oh, it's a calathea as well, but it's a calathea crocata. So this is the same type of plant as that one, but this one's flowering, and I don't know how often it flowers, but how gorgeous is that? So what I do when I get gift cards is even when the kids get gift cards, what I do, or money for birthday or Christmas, is that when we go shopping, we say like, okay, Grandma sent you 20 pounds. What are you going to buy? And then when you buy something, then that is the gift from that person. So when I see these, when someone asks me about these, it's not just the gift card that I got from Jackie and Steve. This is what Jackie and Steve got me for my birthdays the last 2 years, because that's what it went to. So I like doing that with gift cards, especially for the kids too, because then when they have those things that they got from Grandma or whoever, it's nicer than money. Like, money's nice if you don't know what to give someone, because then they get something that they want. But then you have something special, like if you buy a blanket with the money, then you have this blanket that will always remind you of the person who gave you the gift card or the money. I'm gonna burp. Excuse me. Marie, my mommy, says, hi Lisa, hi mommy. And Melody says, very pretty. Thank you, I agree. And I also got this on clearance. They're just like cloth carrots. Really cute. It is part of my Easter decorations, but they were reduced at the garden center because, and this is one of my favorite, this guy's pretty old, he's from Canada, but he's one of my favorite ones that I put out at Easter. And when we were at the garden center, before I grabbed these carrots, oh, I want to put them this way so you can see the green more. I got this because, again, all this stuff is reduced, and it's just an ornament. Like, you could even use it on a Christmas tree. And Steve said, what do you need a carrot for? And I said, it's for my Easter tree. And he says, but why a carrot? Why a carrot? I don't get it. And I'm like, because Easter bunnies, carrots. And he's like, no, a carrot? He didn't get it. So then I went and grabbed these too. So now I got more carrots. But you can even see that this Easter, this little bunny has carrots there too. So carrots are part of the Easter theme. But yeah, so those are my new things for today. I wouldn't even have had these to display had I not gone to the garden center today. So yeah, that is something new for me. And speaking of which, what do we know? 2 sleeps, and the greenhouse is going to be installed right where I can see this. I can't see the spot. I know it's there, but it's already dark outside, so I can't actually see outside the patio doors, but I know where the greenhouse is going to be. If it was light outside, I would be able to see it from where I'm sitting right now in the living room. So what else is new? What is up with you guys? I'm going to pull you in a little bit, I think. Okay, just a little bit. Oh, sorry about that. So, books. Okay, so, let's see. I am just not, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to turn that. Sometimes my brain just doesn't work. So, okay, so, books. Guess what, everybody? It only took me like 6 months. Now, I read this, or I heard this on a podcast, and it was talking about reading books, and it said that if it takes you more than 6 months to read a book, that that you should probably just not finish it because you're obviously not that interested in it. And I don't think that's true, because I think it depends on your lifestyle. I know that there is those books that you love, 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 where you don't want to put them down, and every second, like, you do everything you can to keep reading because it's like that interesting. But I really did like this book, and I enjoyed it. It's just that I do so many other things that I don't allow myself to sit down to read a lot. So, but it is a really good book. I finally finished it. It's The Opposite of Butterfly Hunting by Ivana Lynch. And Ivana Lynch is, she played Luna Lovegood in the Harry Potter movies. So it deals with her life, and she struggled with anorexia when she was younger, but it's more than that. Like, I've never had an eating disorder. I do emotionally eat, but it's never, like, I've never had the relationship with food like she does, and with hating your body like some people do. It was such a great insight to that. Like, first of all, if you know anybody who has an eating disorder or struggles with a unhealthy relationship with food, this would be a great book for them to read, because it shows you you're not alone. It talks about, like, it's just a great, great book. But also for someone like me who hasn't dealt with it, was a really good insight to that type of life, and some of the struggles that somebody else has, that I've never ever experienced anything like that. I don't even have anybody in my vicinity who has had an eating disorder. I mean, there might be, like, the opposite of anorexia and bulimia. I might have people in my life that are overeaters or emotional eaters, which, like I said, I'm an emotional eater, so I get some of it, but not to the point where, I mean, sometimes I do that too when I'm working out and, like, thinking about things, and then I know that, you know, I don't need this, whatever it is, and I'll eat it, and I'll sabotage myself. I'm doing really good with my eating, and then I eat the thing that I want, not because I really want it or because it's going to give me some kind of satisfaction, but it feels like I sabotage myself, as if I, like, don't deserve to be healthy and happy. I don't know why we do that to ourselves, but it was a really good book. I finally finished it. I absolutely recommend it. Not only is it a good book, it's a beautiful cover and everything as well too. So it's you know, it's the one that you just put on display just to see the cover. But yes, so I finally finished that. It took me like 6 months, but I've done it. And not only have I finished that, I started reading the next book, and I have so many books that I want to read, but I've started reading the next one already today while Steve was driving. So I also want to say, so Mom said hi, and then Mom said that she's still at Auntie. So my mom is at my Auntie Jones up in Grand Prairie. So say hello to Auntie Mom if she's not already watching right now with you. And Samantha says hello. Hello, Samantha. So, the next book that I'm reading, I listened to a podcast called The Spiritual Teachers. Hang on a second. I just want to make sure, I mean, that's what it's called, but I just want to make sure. So, Samantha Fay, that's the author of this book. Yeah, Psychic Teachers. Sorry, see, I was like, that doesn't sound right. So, her podcasts are Psychic Teachers and Enlightened Empaths. She's on 2 different podcasts with 2 different co-hosts. And the Psychic Teachers one is really good. And actually, she's mentioned Rescue Mediums a few times, like Jackie's show. And that was cool too. So I've marked it down, like, which episodes of the podcast that they've mentioned. Anyways, she came out with this book. Now, this is so exciting for me. It's called The Awake Dreamer. I don't know how many of you guys dream. I don't know how realistic your dreams are, but for me, my dreams are so real. They are as real as the detail around us right now, and the things that I do in my dreams like are as like, you know, just a variety of things. There's different things with dreams. Like some of them are to teach us, some of them are just to get our thoughts and our lives, you know, together, processing and stuff. But also there's this thing that I don't know if she coined the term, but it's called dream workers or night workers. So do you ever feel like in your dreams you are working, that you actually have more of a purpose in your dreams than just dreaming? Like it feels like you're actually helping other people, or sometimes in your dreams you might be going to school to learn, or you might be sometimes it feels like there's parallel lives. Like I am married to Steve in so many of my dreams, but sometimes there'll be like these lives where it's like the same people in your life, but it's a different house or a different town or a different job, but it's like the same. So it's like a parallel life. It's really crazy. And then other things is like when, obviously there's dream visits, which is when someone who's passed away comes to you in a dream and visits you. And then what other kinds of dreams are there? Yeah, there's so many different types of dreams. Anyways, this talks about different dreams and different things like that, and I'm really excited to get into it because I've dreamt all my life I'd have really vivid dreams and so many different types of dreams, and I'm looking forward to seeing what what I can learn from this. So that is the book that I'm reading right now, Samantha Fay, The Awake Dreamer. I like my braid looking, or my plait, they call it a plait here, in the picture so that I don't just look like super bald. So that is what I'm reading now. Finally getting to more books than just like not any, right? So there was other things I was going to say, but my brain has just shut off now. So let me have a sip of my pop, and then I'll try and think of what. That's good. So my mother-in-law was asking how the kids were. So what's going on with them? Tom is gonna go for his what do you call it? Theory test this week for his driver's license. So for North Americans, that's what we do when we're 14. It's like the theory. It's like the written, like knowing all the rules of the road and everything else. You got to pass the theory. So he has to pass the theory so he can go and do his actual driving test. So, which is a practical test. So there might be another name for it. And then Allison has been seeing a boy, a man actually. Allison's 19, he's 26. He is a widower. His wife passed away last September. She had some type of illness where her skin is really thin and the veins are really close to it, and I can't remember. The life expectancy is like 30 to 35. And unfortunately, their son, who is 3 years old, has it as well. So Allison's been seeing him for a few months. I don't think either of them are ready for a relationship. Obviously, he's lost someone, you know, who is obviously very important to him. So you're not going to want to jump into something right after that. And Allison is just being cautious because, you know, he's a bit older and she hasn't had a huge long-term relationship. And it's just, but she's been spending time with him, and they both seem happy. He lives, it's about a 40 minute to an hour drive from here. So she's been staying over there, and they're just seeing how things are going. So that's what's going on in her life, because she wants me to tell everyone her business. Aurora has gotten her first job, and she is a front of house staff, like serving and stuff at a restaurant and pub. So that's very exciting. She's still going to college for bakery and patisserie, but this is part of her work experience for the job. So that's very exciting. She's done one shift so far. And Erica is gotten braces on her top teeth. And she will get to the bottom ones eventually as well, but she has to get some teeth pulled before she does that. So that is what everybody's up to. So when I told my mother-in-law what was new with everyone, I thought, oh, I can tell people on my live too, because I guess that is what's going on with them right now. So, and for Steve's not gone out tonight because his mates aren't out. So he's upstairs in the bedroom. So we can either watch TV or walk the dogs, or, well, we'll have to do our exercise no matter what, somehow. But yeah, because he's home, we could take the dogs together too, when I'm done my live. And me, you guys know exactly what I'm up to. I am counting down the days for my greenhouse. I'm so super, super excited. 2 sleeps. I'm trying to get other things done and not think about it too much because I'm just too super excited. It is like Christmas when you're a kid. Like, I am so excited. But, you know, I know in life things, like, I have to, like, be calm and relaxed until it's actually up and ready and I can go in it. But, like, I am super excited. The only thing is that it's getting put together on Tuesday. That's my grocery shopping day, but I'm not leaving the house. I'm not gonna watch them the whole time while they're putting it up, but you know what I mean. I'm just too excited, so I'll have to do grocery shopping on Wednesday, although then I'll want to be in the greenhouse on Wednesday. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll go grocery shopping tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. So the kids are off for spring break this week, and oh yeah, it's April. I was like, wait, May. So May. Yeah, we might be going to Turkey. Well, I mean, the plan is to go to Turkey next month with actually Samantha and her family are going for sure because Samantha's parents have a house there in Turkey. I think I told you guys this already. And so they already have their tickets booked. We need to book our tickets, but Steve needs to quickly renew his passport. So I have to remind him of that tomorrow when he goes to work to do that sometime this week to renew his passport so that we can book our tickets for Turkey in May. So, yeah, Easter's coming up. I don't know if you guys have anything interesting or fun. I was wondering what age the Easter Bunny stops visiting. So the Easter Bunny has been doing Easter hunts in the garden for the kids each year. There's eggs put around the garden for them to find, chocolate eggs. But is the Easter Bunny coming this year to hide eggs for the kids, or are they too old? I don't know. We'll see what they think. Also with Easter, I'm going to be reading kids' Easter books this week as well. I'm thinking on Saturday, that is... So I will give you guys a time, and Samantha says he never stops. Well, he's not leaving me anything, is he? Because I'm still a kid at heart, and I don't... Well, I just buy myself some chocolate. So, yes, so for little kids, anybody wants to listen live, and if you want me to say their name, I'll be reading Easter stories Saturday. I'll give you a time when I figure it out, but otherwise they can always watch them later, and I will share a link to last year's Easter stories that I read as well, so they can watch that too. It won't be live, but it's still me reading. So if you want me to say their names and say hi to them while I'm on live, let me know their names. You can message me. And yeah, what else is new with you? I'm just really super excited about plants. I have put I told you guys last week, I put some fertilizer in some of the bathroom plants and stuff, but I ran out of my stick fertilizer, so I need to order some more, but money goes on my card on Tuesday. That's why I do grocery shopping on Tuesday. I could always ask Steve to put some more money on at another time, but I need to buy more sticks. Samantha says I'm going to write a story. Like, you're going to write an Easter story? That's really cool. Is that what your story's about, Samantha? Easter story? For all of those who don't know, Samantha, you'll have to put in the comments what your actual title is, but I'm going to say qualified counselor. And also copyright. No, not copyright. Do you do copy? No, not copywriting. What do you... You have to write it in that. What's your... Tell me your titles, because your business is called Copy Dot. Like, yes, because I need to, like, brag and share. And if anybody needs your services, then they can get you too. So please tell me what your business is called and put the link in the comments, because my brain is not working. I had Subway today. Me and Steve had a BMT because we're still not eating as healthy as we should. And we know that once we are eating healthy, we're not going to have a BMT. You can say it stands for Big Meaty Tasty, or Boston, what is it? Boston Metro Transit or something, or Boston, I don't know. There's different things that people think it stands for, but it's pepperoni, salami, ham, and cheese, and we got it toasted. And then we also had a tuna. So we just get 2 foot longs, and then we cut them in half and share them. So we each get 6-inch tuna, 6-inch BMT, and they were really good. I haven't had some in a while. So Samantha says, yes, copywriter and counselor. A kiddie story called Bigfoot's Lost Shoes. Oh, cool. Bigfoot's Lost Shoes. That's cool. Like a Yeti, like a Bigfoot. Very good. Do you have a illustrator already? Are you doing the illustrations yourself? Is Tyla doing the illustrations? So this rambling thing does come easy to me if I know something to talk about, but sometimes you can't get me to shut up. My mom says, hi, it's Auntie Joan. Hi, Auntie Joan. Hope you are well. What's new? Auntie Diane isn't watching this right now, but last week we talked about, it just reminded me because Auntie Joan told me that Auntie Diane told her that when I was telling her about how to scrunch to get your curls and everything, and then I was wondering if Auntie Diane has tried it and how it worked out on her hair. Samantha says, no, I need an illustrator, although Tyla said she will help. Okay, but that's good. Yeah, because I was thinking like there's Allison or even Erica and Tyla, like you could get them to do some samples and see which one you like for your characters if you want. Otherwise you can, you know, find anybody who you want to be your illustrator, but I'm just making suggestions. So, well, I mean, like I said, Allison, well, she does draw, but she's also like graphic design, right? So, I have a headache. Oh, so me and Steve have finally started watching that show called The Last of Us. There's only 9 episodes in the first season, and it was on weekly for people who were watching it, and it's done now. So we have been, like, sort of binging it, but not binging it. Like, if we can get 1 or 2 episodes in a night, we will. But it's only been about 4 days since we started, and we're done episode, like, last night we finished episode 5. We watched 4 and 5 last night. So, yeah, so we only have a few more left to go. It is good. Yeah, like everyone says it is good. We're very much enjoying it. So, yeah, Last of Us, we are watching. For those of you here in the UK, the show Taskmaster is back for another season, and that started on Thursday. So we are watching that. That's when 5 comedians do different tasks to try and compete against each other and win silly prizes. But it's more about the tasks that they have to try and do, which are really funny. So even if you don't live here in the UK, I know there's an Australian version of Taskmaster as well now, but I would definitely look up Taskmaster on like the internet, maybe YouTube or something, and see the episodes and see if it's something that you might like, because it is really funny and really good. And there's quite a few seasons, so we're watching Taskmaster again. There's something I was going to say. Samantha says, I love it. Jacqueline has the Taskmaster book. Yes, you said. Steve has 2 Taskmaster books, but I don't know if he's read them or not. And then you guys have the Taskmaster game, which Steve also has, which we've never played. So, but there was something else I was going to say about the TV show. Oh, Ghosts, the show Ghosts. So there's an American version of Ghosts, which I haven't watched yet, so I don't know how good it is. But I'm so sad that season 5 of Ghosts is the last season. Unfortunately, here in the UK, the series, or season, whichever you want to call it, they only do 6 episodes usually. I have to let Sasha in because she's scratching the door. Just give me 1 second. They only do 6 episodes per series or season. Which just isn't enough, and now this is going to be series 5, and it's the last one. I'm so sad because I love that show, but, 5 is better than none. I'm just glad the show, but then Steve said, but you'll have the American one, they'll probably do 20 seasons, because they just bleed something until there's nothing left in it, don't they? They just take a show and just keep going and going. Come on. So I just let the dogs in, and I just saw that one of my banana plants was down on its side, which looks like Sasha might have been chewing on it. And what else did I see up there? Okay, come here, Sash. You want to come on? Come on. Come on. Hi, here, Lena. Okay. Yes. I got 2 dogs here, and Lena is a grouchy old lady, and Sasha is a cute little puppy, and Lena plays very loud. So, hi Sasha, you come here. Good girl, come on. There's a good girl. Oh yes, everyone wants to see you, and now I'm probably all muddy. I didn't think that through, did I? Because our garden's really muddy. So, yeah. Pitter patter of the jumpy, happy doggy. So, what else? You guys, I can't tell you how excited I am for the greenhouse. Like, I'm so super pumped. I know some of you guys are just as excited for me and for, like, yes, I'm just like, I keep picturing myself like lounging in like a sun lounger in it on days that are still a bit chilly, but the sun's out. Hi, Sashi, you already made an appearance, so I can put this back. You don't need to be in here now. How quiet my head gets sometimes. I can't believe it's April already too. The time is just like super, like, and I'm behind on starting some seedlings and stuff. So as soon as the greenhouse is installed and stuff, I am going to go to town on planting seeds. So, yes, I will. Speaking of which, I have all the seeds ready to post out to the family and friends who wanted them. I know it's a bit late already being April, but hopefully they will get to you guys quite quickly. And hopefully they'll get through customs as well, because I know that they're seeds, so they're plant life, but they are all bought from, well, they came with magazines and stuff, but they're all from legitimate companies and stuff, so hopefully they go through customs. So we'll see. I will let you guys know when I put, well, I'm going to post them this week, hopefully tomorrow. So we'll see how long it takes to get to you and if they get to you guys. I hope they do, but I'll be posting those out tomorrow, which makes me happy because, like, it's a lot of seeds that I wouldn't use anyways, and now it just makes my seed thing look so much emptier, all the seeds that I need to get rid of. So that makes me happy, and I know that I'll just get more and more. So I'm petting a doggy. I got a doggy tail. I got a doggy tail. She's such a good girl. She's so bouncy and happy. And when we walk them at night, we take them to a field for them to run around. And we put like red like collar on Sasha, like a light up collar. You can have it blinking or solid. I mean, I just put it on solid red. And you just see a bouncing like across the field. She is, I guess it's like Doberman things, or like the way they bounce, but like it's like Tigger. It's so cute. I love seeing her bounce across the, like, I can't see her because we take them at night, but I like seeing the light, knowing that she's just a happy girl bouncing across the field. And like I said, Lena's a good girl, and she's my baby, but she is becoming an older, grouchier lady by the day. Saying that she's 10, she'll be 11 in August, so that's like 70 going on 77 years, right? So, what else is new? What is new with you guys? And Melody's sick, Mom's visiting, family, Samantha's writing a book, and I am, like I said, I'm getting stuff done in the house so that I can, because we know once the greenhouse gets here, the house is going to fall apart because I'm not going to be in here. So what have I done this week? I have actually, it's just like little things, but I have gotten a lot of little things done. I have like things that I need to do. Like there's a set of nice purple curtains that I need to iron and then put up in. They're actually like sort of like this shade of purpley. Like they're really nice, and they're gonna, but they have like a sheer kind of like sheer on top. So they're very pretty. They're gonna look perfect in Allison's room. So I need to iron those and put them up in Allison's room. Take the brown ones that are in her room down. And then I have some other ones that I need to go through, and for the girls' room, and they can choose which ones they want to use. And if we don't like the rest, I'm tired of keeping stuff, so I'm trying to get, use it or lose it. So if they don't like the other ones, there's no point in me keeping a bunch of heavy curtains for one day that somebody might like them or want to use them. So yes, I have those on the landing to go through. So it's just been things like that. Easter is around the corner. I have decorated for Easter. I did it right after I took down the, so Christmas, so that was winter, and then I took down the spring and Easter, but then I did St. Patrick's Day and Valentine's Day, and then St. Patrick's Day. That was in the kitchen. So I had Easter and spring stuff out for a bit, but just have the last of that because Easter is coming up and then spring. But it's so hard to know when because I decorate for Easter and spring, that once Easter's done, do I still leave the spring stuff up, and how much of it? It's just like the same thing with Christmas and winter. What is Christmas and then what is winter? And then so many times, like, I've left winter stuff out as decorations and put Christmas stuff away, and then people will say, why do you still have Christmas decorations out? And I'm like, those are like snowflakes and things like that. Just winter. That's not Christmas. So now it's going to be the same thing. What is considered a Easter decoration and what's considered a spring decoration, and how much of it should I put away, or should I just leave it all out until I bring out the summer stuff? And with summer, I don't have as many decorations, which is good for two reasons. One, I'm way more focused on the outside of the house during the summer season, and two, like, again, same thing, I'm just busy, and sometimes the summer doesn't even, it's like, do I even need to decorate for summer? But I will. But yeah, so that's the thing. Once Easter's done, it just feels like maybe I'll take the Easter stuff down and put the summer stuff up early, and then I don't even have to worry about it when summer is absolutely here. But today was sunny out, but then it got a bit chilly. It's still spring, so, I'm still watching the weather. It's not summer yet. So you know how it is. Some days might be very nice and a nice warm afternoon, but it's still going to be chilly at night, and it's, it's not summer weather, but it is spring. Whether we believe it or not, spring is here. So let's enjoy whatever weather we get, even if it's rainy. I'm going to have a greenhouse. So I can hide in the greenhouse when it's raining, or if it's chilly but sunny, I can be in there. I'm just really excited. So yeah, I don't have a lot of plans this week because of the greenhouse on Tuesday, but I guess Erica has an orthodox appointment again on Thursday, I believe. I have to look at my phone. And like I said, the kids are off school right now, so they're home, so they are a nuisance. So they'll want either rides places or food, or yeah, I know they can do stuff for themselves, but I'm the, what's the word that Steve says? I can't say it. Coddling. Molly coddling mother. So, doing everything for them. So, I look like a carrot. No, it's actually red. It's not orange, but, I'm really excited about this. I know, like I said, you guys can't see it on there, how velvety it actually looks. Actually, maybe you can tell. I don't know, but it is just velvety and gorgeous. And I just really hope that I can give it the love and attention it needs, and humidity it needs, and everything that it needs, so that it stays alive. It even feels a lot velvety, like different. It feels different than these leaves. So, and these, I don't think it smells. No, I don't smell anything, but very pretty. So, yeah, you guys need to talk to me if you're watching live, because we're nearly at 40 minutes, so that's 20 minutes left. We can do the question of the week. So, as we know, Lisa is obsessed with end of life planning and all of that good stuff, because if you're not going to plan your end of life plan or your funeral or all that, who's going to plan it for you? And how is it going to be what you want if you don't let people know? So here's the question for today. I don't know if we've had this question, or if it's a version of this question. This is a very difficult question when you're actually going through it. There is someone that I know who just had someone pass away yesterday or the day before. And that person was very ill with cancer. And the person that didn't pass away wanted to go and see said person with cancer, but they didn't want them to come and see them, because they didn't want them to remember them the way they are now with cancer. They wanted them to remember them how they were when they had good times together. I have another person who I know who has cancer and is in their final days, and a lot of people are going to visit this person. And it makes me sad that I'm not one of those people and that I can't go and visit. But they know that I'm sending my love as well, and the family's sending their love, but they're obviously okay with people visiting, and they, want that and encourage it and are actually enjoying the company. So the question for this week in our death and dying planning and end of life planning and stuff is, I mean, you can make this decision at the time, but it's also, if you can't, I mean, it's good to think about these things now, write it down in case you are nonverbal at that time or aren't able to communicate what you would like. So the question is, if you are at the end of your life, or coming up to the end of your life, or you're suffering with something debilitating, do you want to encourage friends and family to come and visit you while there's still time, or would you prefer that not to have people visit you because you don't want them to see you when you feel that you're at your worst? So that's the question this week. So write that down in your books or on a piece of paper and then add it to your book, and at least we're getting started on our end of life stuff more than if we don't do it at all. So I'll write that up properly in a better, like, you know, not as jibber jabber as I'm saying right now, and then put it on, I put it on my Instagram and on Facebook, and eventually I'll put, actually, maybe I will make an effort to go on, okay, on my laptop, because you can only move pictures on Facebook, like from one album to another album, on like on a computer or laptop or something. You can't do it on like mobile. So I have to like go onto my laptop to do it, because when I post it to Instagram, it posts to Facebook, and then I got to move it into the album. But my laptop, I always put it on airplane mode, and then even when I put it off of airplane mode, it disconnects from the internet. It's just really annoying. So I'm not saying like it's that big of a deal, but it deters me from going onto the internet on my computer. I just get lazy and don't do the things I say I'm going to do. But actually, one of the things that I do, yes, I said do, when I go on my computer and actually connect to the internet is download these lives, because I can do that. I can't do it on my mobile. I can only do it from my laptop. So I save them, because eventually, which I'm supposed to do, put these on my on a YouTube for more people to enjoy my rambling. But I'm waiting for the girls, Allison and Aurora, to make me a little jingle or something, some kind of music or a jingle or just something to introduce the Rambling Hours. So actually, you guys can, if you have any opinions on that, you can tell me what kind of music makes you think of me. Do you think it should be a little bit country, or a little bit rock and roll, or a little bit classical, or what kind of music, like it really could be a few seconds, or even a jingle or something that opens up my Rambling Hour. It wouldn't be on here with these lives, because that's not how it works, but when I put them, after they're posted, when I put them onto YouTube, they can have a little bit of an intro. Also, what I have done with some of my lives, and I don't know if I'm going to keep doing that, but I have like listened to them back and then wrote down sort of what we've talked about, because it's a Rambling Hour. We don't ever know really what we're going to talk about. I might have some ideas, but then, you know, we just ramble, and sometimes get into really good conversations about things that we never would have thought we would have talked about. So there is part of me that just wants to write down so people they can listen to the whole hour if they want, but if I say at like 36 minutes and 4 seconds, you know, we start talking about this, then people can go and just listen to that bit if that's something that they're interested in. Because like I said, not everybody's interested in my houseplants and gardening, not everybody's interested in the end of life stuff, but some people are, or some people might want to hear what we've talked about with that. Some people even might want to know how to scrunch curly hair, even though you wouldn't know today necessarily that well, you can tell it's a bit poofy in there, so, but you wouldn't know that it's curly. So that is, yeah, so if you guys, what kind of music reminds you of me, or what kind of theme do you think I should have? And then Aurora and Allison need to get their butts in gear. Aurora plays bass guitar and keyboard a bit, and Allison plays acoustic guitar a bit. But they both can sing, and they need to get their butts in gear and give me some music, or I'm going to go to somebody else. But I'd prefer it be them, because that's what family and friends are for, to support each other. So, yeah, maybe they need to support me and get my music done so I can put these on YouTube. Yeah, listen, if people can, like, make videos of just, like, reaction videos where you're watching them watching videos and their reaction. Now, listen, don't get me wrong. Like, there's the show Gogglebox, which I've told you guys about, and it's us watching people watch TV and their reactions, but they are chosen, and then that is put together, and they do the best bits. Like, they might film for like, I don't know how many hours of, but some of the people on there are like really hilarious. So I guess some of these people who do like reaction videos might be entertaining. I don't think I could do a reaction video kind of like thing like that, because I mean, you could be over dramatic and you can like act like it's like, you know, like, so you see something gross and be like, oh, gross, that's disgusting, or like, oh, why are they doing that? Oh, what? That's crazy. But I'm like not like that. Bye, Mom. Bye, Auntie Joan. Mom says bye, Lisa, but I know Auntie Joan is watching too. So, but yeah, I'm not going to react like that, because one thing, like, lots of gross things that people find gross, I'm just like, whatever. And then the same thing, if somebody's doing something crazy, it's kind of like, okay, but I would have to like dramatize my reaction so much that it would be pretty much being fake, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to stick to the rambling hour. Lena, quiet, good girl. Lena's barking at Aurora. So, yeah, I don't want to be fake. I just want to be me. And so my point was that if people can do reaction videos and get followers, I mean, I'm not about a big follower, like, I'm not like, oh, follow me for blah, blah, blah. Only if you like my ramblings and you feel like you like my personality and you want to learn more about me, or if you are my friends and family and you want to keep up with me, then obviously, you know, you would follow or watch these. But you never know who's going to touch who and whose personality is going to click with who. So I know that I can talk a lot, and there must be a reason for that. So if that is my God-given gift, then it must mean that I am meant to talk and maybe inspire other people. So like I said, I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but there's going to be people out there who really feel like they connect with what I'm saying, or because we talk about different things, especially if I get my ass in gear and have some more guests. That's always interesting, and then not talk about myself the whole time and actually ask my guests questions. That's always exciting too. Like I said, reading the book that I read, The Opposite of Butterfly Hunting, it was really good to see somebody else's perspective on something that I've never struggled with in life. So it's the same thing with having other guests. That was, again, dealing with anorexia, which I've never had to deal with. So Melody says, hi, Aurora. I will tell you that you said hi, but she's gone, so somewhere else. With the kids not having school, it means they're up later as well. So no rest for Mom. But this is the most rest I get, this 1 hour while we're chatting. So, you know, I don't even let myself sit down most of the time. So it's just pop. I like it in this glass because it makes it different. Yummy pop. My addiction. Yeah, I just keep seeing the plant. You know, when like I look at my hair or I look at myself all the time instead of looking at the camera? Well, right now that's the same thing. I keep looking that way because I keep looking at this gorgeous plant. And I might as well really, really enjoy it before I accidentally kill it. Please, universe, help me to love and take care and cherish this plant, and help me find the right place for it in the house so that it loves where it is. I want to take care of it and love it. And you too. I keep walking by all my plants and saying, I love you, I love you. Hey, did you guys see in the last week? So last Sunday, I had those other plants that I told you about. Like, I got the one by the door. It's like a golden dust, gold dust or something it's called. And Chinese gold dust, I think that's what it's called. And it's like as tall as me. And it was, like, how much did I pay for that one? I think I paid 20 pounds for that on the buy and sell. And then I got the two, like, tall, I don't know what they are, for like 5 pounds each. Anyways, last week I went and got 2 more houseplants, which I posted about. And I got them for 15 pounds each, and they are huge. And when I was there was one more, and he said, you want this one as well? And I said, for how much? And he said, $5. So it's like 5 pounds. And I was like, yeah, because that's all I have left in my wallet, because I don't really carry cash. So, I don't really carry cash. I don't really have money. So, can't carry money, whether it's cash or not, if you don't really have any. So anyways, yes, so I got like some super, super big house plants that would be hundreds of pounds. if I had bought them in a shop. And one's a Dracaena, one's a fig, and like a variegated fig, and one is this huge, massive, I think it might be a Dracaena as well, a different type of Dracaena. Melody says, research care instructions. I have books on houseplants. I can research care instructions. I am following people on Instagram who are obsessive plant moms and plant dads, like houseplants. And I'm watching and I'm learning and I'm trying, but it doesn't mean that I will be successful. The problem is lighting and watering. So I need to, as we talked about before, I need to find out what kind of light it likes. Does it like bright sunlight? I'm guessing it likes bright filtered light or bright indirect sunlight, and which will make the colors nicer. So you want it somewhere that gets lots of light but not right in the window, so it doesn't get direct sunlight. And then I'm guessing it likes a lot of humidity, so a bathroom would be a great place for it. But how many plants can you have in a bathroom? Yes?
What was it? Just make it yourself?
Oh, there's spaghetti with hot dogs in it in the fridge.
What, like tomato soup?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Erica can have that too. Tell Erica.
Alright, love you.
Love you. Sorry, Aurora was just asking if there was something for supper. Aurora, Auntie Melody said hi.
What?
Auntie Melody said hi.
Tell her I say hi.
She says hi back, Auntie Melody. So I'm guessing that's the care instructions. It's just the watering that is the difficult part. You know, most plants you just you stick your finger in and reach down, and once they're like this is quite damp actually, but if it's like an inch, like at least an inch dry, then you can add a bit of water. But most houseplants die from overwatering. So and when you water, the best thing to do is to take your plant out of its container, and because it has drainage holes, so you can put it in a sink or in a tub or shower or whatever. And then so you're not going to water the leaves unless you're dusting it or giving it humidity. But you water, even this is for outside plants too, you're watering the soil because that's where the roots are, but let all the water drain. So at least let it sit for 20 to 30 minutes so that all the water drains, so it's only holding the moisture in the soil. But we'll see how good I do. I am doing better. The plants in the bathroom that I've given fertilizer to, I look at them every day and they seem to be healthy and happy, whether it's there's more light because the days are getting longer, or if it's the fertilizer I gave them, or if it's the fact that I'm telling them I love them every time I walk past them. I don't know, but they seem to be happy. And I bought a moss pole today. Yeah, that's a big long pole with moss around it so that you can fill it with dirt. No wait, that one's not going to be able to be filled with dirt, but it has moss. But you can, climbing plants can climb up it and the moss can stay moist so that it can get aerial roots on the moss pole. I'm going to have to look at that a little better to see. It's like it's like a pipe and then it has moss on the outside, but I'm wondering if it has like, because you can make them with chicken wire, or they actually sell things that you can make them where you put the moss inside and clip them closed, or the chicken wire but then you can put soil inside of them as well, so that when things grow up and the roots can actually go into them. But I'm gonna have to check with this one. It was 9 pounds, but it's for this house plant over here. Now this one here is healthy and I've kept it alive for a few years. It's getting better, but it has struggled with aphids during this winter while I've had all these plants in from the greenhouse. This has been suffering with aphids, but I've been treating it and cleaning it, and I keep wrapping the plant inside the pot. So this is actually the one that I bought the moss pole for. So you can see some of them are shorter, some of them are longer, and I want to run these up moss pole so that it does. But now actually I can hang these out Lisa, you can't do everything tonight. See how when I was running this along the inside, this is a really long one, I was running it along the inside, and then this makes more plants, so it's gotten roots here, so I can actually break that off and plant that and have more of this plant. So I was going to say just leave them hanging over the edge so I can do the moss pole, but I don't need to do the moss pole tonight because I can't do everything. Hello, I love you. Yes, you're doing very well. And when I get nice new leaves like these ones, then I can take off the older, not so nice ones like these ones. So it's doing really well. Doesn't look like it now. Well, I think you can tell. You can tell that it's gone through something, but now the new leaves are looking healthy and good. And I think it'll do well on a moss pole. So, and like I said, I've kept this alive for a few years. So that it, like, even though it's not like garden center standards, it's still alive. So it can only do better, right? So, what is your favorite house plant? What else do you guys want to talk about? I mean, obviously we talk about things that I'm interested in. I mean, I do love scrapbooking and stuff. I just haven't done it in a long time. Dogs. I like my dogs. And home decor. I like home decor. Well, a spiritual life, obviously. We talk about that sometimes too. And Melody says, happy birthday, Trisha. Yes, I will. I don't know if she's watching. Oh, yes, she just signed. It looks like she signed on to. So, Melody says, happy birthday, Trisha, which is my mother-in-law. Happy birthday. Yeah, so, like I said, next Sunday is Easter Sunday, and, it'll be episode 11. I still plan on doing an hour. I don't know that we have any big plans for Easter weekend, but, yeah, so, I mean, if you're not busy, you can watch me live next Sunday, and if you are busy, you can always watch me, later, and catching up, because this is what I do. I ramble, so... and also, like I said, I'm going to be reading children's stories on Saturday for Easter. I am going to be reading, I'm not like a total, like, I was raised Catholic, but I'm not practicing Catholic. I do believe in a higher power, but I am getting another, hopefully it's good. I'm going to read it beforehand, and I might read it when it gets here. I'll read it to see if what I want is a good kid's story on the meaning of Easter from the Christian point of view, not because I'm telling them they need to believe that, but so that they know the history of how Easter started and why we started celebrating it before the Easter Bunny and stuff like that. So that's one of the kids' books that I have coming. I have one here, but I looked at it last year and I didn't read it because it's not very good. So hopefully the one that I have on its way will be better. So I will be reading kids' stories on Saturday at some point. I'll let you know. It'll be posted on my wall. Otherwise, I will put the link under this live as well for the Easter stories that I read last year. And like I said at the beginning of this episode, if you want me to say your kids' name, say hello to them when I'm reading the kids' stories, just let me know what their names are, and I can do that for them and for you. All right, so we will see you next Sunday if you're not busy. Otherwise, watch me later when you have time. So happy Good Friday and happy Easter and happy all those things. I'm looking forward to having my greenhouse on Tuesday. It's just dark, and I don't have electricity yet for my greenhouse, so I can't really do my live from the greenhouse necessarily. Well, I guess I have this light, but when you're in a greenhouse, and when you're in a glass house, light just dissipates through all the windows, right? So it would take a lot to light it up. So unless you have the lights like totally facing down, but we'll see where I set up next week. But yes, thank you for tuning in, whether live or later. And I hope you enjoyed my rambling voice. And we will see you next Sunday. So thanks for all the hearts, Melody, and everyone else. Love you guys. Bye.